Shouldn't be but a moment or two. And that's my phone, so it looks like we are live. The game. Wow. Do the usual social media stuff. And mute that because hearing my own voice in repeat's gonna slow me down in all senses. You ever have that happen to you? Like when you listen to yourself and it has that delay, does it like slow you down with all you do? Or am I already suffering from the Lovecraftian bullshit before I even... it even has, instead of game start, it's got this blinking thing down there that says Enter Madness. This ought to be great. Okay, I just need to share there. Play the song. Oh, wow. Okay, what's up everyone? It's Dreaxzyl with the Game Lounge. I'm about to try my hand at Call of Cthulhu, a Lovecraftian horror game that dropped, I think, Tuesday? Was that the 30th? Let me check my calendar real quick. Yeah, that was the 30th. So yeah, add to it, I slept through the trick-or-treating hours. It's high time I got my horror fun. But before that, usual spiel. Please subscribe, check out our Facebook page, and leave comments for other games you want to see us play in the future. I'm apparently 2 minutes on this clock. Enough dilly-dallying, let's go. Loading profile, please wait. Okay. I don't have much of an option, and Dreaxzyl will make a new game. Chapter 1, Pierce Investigations Agency, Boston. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War. Bills he is now. Wait, Edward Pierce. Oh man, is this actually like pulled directly from the Call of the Cthulhu book? If that's the case, I'm not in for as many surprises as I thought. Oh, finished loading. In his houses. Okay, starting with a quote from Holy Shit, okay. Yeah, that is how you start a horror game. What the ever-loving fuck? Hey, Enigma, real quick, is that the game ringing or is that my ear? Game saved. Saved? I haven't even done anything yet, aside from use L to move, right to turn the camera. I can't go back in there and like get details. Kinda sad. Okay, so straight off the break, I have nothing but questions. The hell is this? How did I get in here? And my god, that is a lot of shark guts and stuff. Am I at like a fishery or something? Or a fishing village? I mean, obviously I'm not in a village aspect right now. God only knows. Oh, wow. I mean, not S-tier graphics, but yeah, if I was watching this half days and no lights, that might get me. Crouch, toggle circle. And I guess just hit X. Huh. And some asshole already thought about this. Okay. Well, let's go out the other way. Yeah, I'm not untoggling the crouch. God only knows what might spot me. First thing in the... And another chained door. This, huh. Maybe I will untoggle the crouch for a moment. Counter darkness. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. So I need to go get the lantern. Pick up an object with X. Okay. A hurricane lamp. By the way, I heard on the radio on the way when I was out getting something to eat before starting this, me and your brother lucked out yesterday. Okay, bolt cutter. That's going to be good for the chains, but let's see what's down here. If I'm lucky, I get another item or something else to help me out. See, apparently the... I don't know what that was. I don't want to know. I'm just going back to the gates, because, nope. Alright, so let's go through the store, see what...
In my wake, hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Hello, what? Guess I don't have to. Can I, like, put away the... I can make it hella bright for some odd reason. That's probably going to be a key feature later. But I don't seem to have a means of putting the lamp away. So there goes any chance of stealthing. Oh, really? They gotta have, like, the flies going around it, too? Well, it could be worse. I can actually smell the shit. Don't fuck with me. They made a VR that simulates smell. I mean, they teased that kind of bullshit years ago when Kaiba made that first duel. Oh, wow, an orca. That's sad. That's just sad right there. And another one. Oh, that one got it worse. Is there a hole? Oh, there's a hole. What I saw earlier might have been them being dropped in. Well, fuck this. I wasted Sunday. Let's get the fuck out of here. I'm probably going to jump at the last second.
You have been chosen.
Run. Hold L2.
Behold. Everything has already been written.
The frig?
But perhaps Perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey.
You hate whiskey, yet you drank it.
The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage. I wonder why I still take these things.
Sleeping pills. Doctors bribed my return from the war. They swore they would put an end to the nightmares, but for a while now their effects were wearing off. Can I... Nope, I can only spin it in one axis.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
I can rotate. Can I, like, open it and read it? Apparently not.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Huh.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Is that it? Oh, yes. Can I change this? Or turn it off. That works too. Game saved. Okay.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Okay, these are stats. That's going to be useful. Close inventory. Just a lighter. I'm going to choose not to join. I wonder if I let it ring long enough, will I hear like a... Oh no, it's not one of those phones that has an answering machine. Right, Lovecraft's shit took place in the 20s. Oh boy.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Oh, I get to... Okay, each character point allows you to improve a score of a skill. I have 8 points available. Alright, what's all these things do? Eloquence. Probably the equivalent of D&D charisma. Yep. Strength. So that's professional. Eloquence was an amateur. Medicine's at novice. Represents your medical knowledge, physical chance of determining the dose of a drug, of making a diagnosis, or of expressing your own. Occultism. This ought to be fun. Represents your knowledge of the occult sciences. There's two words that should never be put next to each other. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts and of expressing your knowledge of the myth. Investigation. Represents investigating talents and providing skill increases your chance of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object and of picking locks. Okay, so that's how adding these points is going to work. I have 8 to play with. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving skill increases your chance of understanding the motivation of a person based on his or her behavior or on the analysis of objects. And spot hidden. Okay, so basically scavenging. Points, 2 points, 4 points, 2 points. Yeah, talking my way out of shit's probably going to be useful. Okay, so it's between occultism or spot hidden. Ah, fuck it. And let's hear the options button for validate.
Thank you for this information, Mr.
Let's see where it goes.
Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Oh boy.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
Well, fuck.
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead.
Okay.
Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have...
Yeah, we'll see.
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Alright, let's take a good look at it.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Okay, yeah, let's read that.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
That's all he's got. Fire started in the dining room. Claim the family police. Domestic guys in the thing. Until fairly line. What about this one from the drug one? Okay. And let's look at this.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Alright, what options? Unlocked answer. Huh. Interesting. So yeah, those points are definitely gonna matter. Something's not right with this story.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Wait, I get to click
The sender's
this again?
label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right.
And you think you're...
That is what go to Dark...
Ah, weird.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic.
Alright, what do we got now? Here's Darkwater. Three businessman, wealthy businessman. Alright, what else? Oh, wait. Wait, what's the sanity thing? Places, the agency, and a cult. Alt of Sarah Hawkins. Okay.
I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Natural sciences, linguistics. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then. All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Alright, let's go. Oh, I got a point to use for stats later. That's cool. My God, it's taking forever to load. I thought we were long done with the PS1 loading times. Enigma, you have any thoughts on this stuff? Those are bones, most likely whale ribs. They did say the place was inhabited by whalers. The place itself doubtlessly linked to that dream Pierce was having at the beginning of the game. Oh, you know about that book. Oh. Yeah, I actually listened to that audiobook earlier today. I mean, I knew I was going to start the streaming today. Had to get myself in that mindset. But no, did you know there's actually a village in Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion based on the Shadow of Innsmouth? Actually, it's pretty impressive. They put a lot. It's a really good homage to that book. Yeah, I just never knew the title of the I had the general gist of the book that town was based on, but I never actually knew the title of the book. And I wish I did, because back when Magic released Shadows over Innistrad, it would have dawned on me, think Lovecraftian, way before Eldritch Moon set off a couple months later.
We're almost there.
But no, you did mention, but when I first said about this game's and now Cilia. That sounds familiar. Scylla. But anyway, when I first mentioned this game's announcement, you said something about another Call of Cthulhu game. What system was that on?
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Hello. I can't pick up this lantern like I could the other one. What's this about?
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Right. That time period was when the war on alcohol was going on.
Can't you go any faster?
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah?
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Okay, we're
Same
living the
goes for
same
you,
shit
sir.
again.
Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You
That's
can't
no way
understand.
to
You're
treat
not.
an
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You can't
That's no
understand.
way
Don't
to
put
treat
that
an
beast
omen.
back in the
Okay.
water.
You
Yeah.
shysters. You're
He's
crazy.
gonna get
Should've
us
done
into
better than try to
troubles.
get the help
They
from
can't
cops.
understand. You can't
That's no way
understand.
to
You're not
treat an omen.
sailors. Oh yeah. It's a sign.
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that.
What could have done so much
Don't put that beast.
You can see that I'm busy.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Bunch of sad crabs. We go where we want. Hey, you'll get us into trouble.
You're already
Nothing
in
for you
trouble.
here either. Beatheads.
Can we sort this
Fuck
out?
you
The
too.
sea's half drunk. There's nothing to sort out.
Really?
Hey,
I like this guy.
careful.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Oh.
Yet you served this man, and you can't say he's been on his best behavior.
He's a regular. It was you who provoked him by turning up with your mainland manner.
You mistake my manner. I ask nothing more than to become a regular as well, which will be difficult if you refuse to serve me.
I hope you're less talkative when you're drunk.
Try me.
We'll see.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Well, you've narrowed down who it could have been significantly just by the gender. Thank you. Let's see here. Huh.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Yeah, let's keep this guy talking about other stuff, then get information out of him.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well.
This will affect your destiny. Oh boy. You know, with their recent closing, I thought I was done with those telltale notifications.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Love to see more of her works. It's probably all burnt up in that house.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Well, as a matter of fact...
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
Ah, shit.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
What can you tell me about it?
We all knew she then.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Yeah,
That'll
I'm
be
not
all
ordering
for now.
another drink. The fuck is that? That is a harpoon gun.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
That might be useful information later. Anything else I can pick up from here?
You have no right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
Oh, don't mind me.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The still returns to port to save Darkwall from.
He'll do it again, you know. The girl doctor. Cold. She won't stop asking.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
What are they talking about?
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
What's this guy on about? Hard to tell with those guys talking. Alright, what else can I get from here?
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Alright, looks like I'm not getting in there.
What you looking at, stranger?
I'm just passing by. Sorry.
Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
Man, they do not let you go back to try other conversation options, so yeah, decisions apparently gonna matter right down to the last bloody detail.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. A Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Oh, there he is. So, anything else I can... find too?
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
And those people in the article were mentioning how that whale meat was super nutritious. Regenerative properties, perhaps? Immortality? Not out of the realm of Lovecraftian works already published.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat. Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Yeah, I already read it.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No. It was none of my business.
Oh.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Not entirely sure what to go with. Probably don't want to be pegged as a liar this early in the game. Fuck it.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Anything new I can fiddle with?
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Really? And I get blocked off by a car? That's fucking ridiculous. Hello, what's in here?
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Oh, so that's what the find hidden items. Oh, wow, yeah. That skill's clearly going to be too damn useful in this game. I should start building that up.
This ratchet device seems to be usable. It looks like there's a way in under this grate. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. An old cogwheel. Rusty, but in working order.
I honestly have no idea how I started that lighter. I think I just double tapped X to make it happen. And now there's a check mark on the question thing. I must have got all the, Oh, was it triangle? Oh, it's triangle, okay. Yeah, I must have got all the hidden items for here.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors.
What could have done so much?
You can't understand. You're...
Yeah, I definitely want to use those 2 points there after seeing how that works.
You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
That's so oddly rendered. What the fuck is that about? Huh, neat.
There. Hello, old friend.
So I went through all that for a bottle of booze. Great, I've become the rest of my family. Okay, what... Hello. Saint Brendar, the Navigator. 484 to 577. And that face reeks of that nightmare. Fan-friggin-tastic.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Alright, what else can we get into? Oh, those are nails, not interaction notifications. Sorry about that, wrong button. Is that a bug? No, those are crabs. Huh. That's cool. Alright, what else we gotta play with in here? You're not offering me any info, so fuck you.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
What?
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
How can I be the one who defaced your saint? I've just come ashore, you idiots.
That's true. We're as drunk as lords.
You bet. You could have gone by without us seeing you.
Do not rile me. You can hardly stand up.
He's right. We're no match.
For the moment. We're annoyed. It's understandable.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
Let's get some more info on that
That
saint.
statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us.
Till those assholes defaced him.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Oh, you told me plenty. Thanks.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Where do you think you're going?
Thank you for your valuable help.
Okay, sir.
Deal with you in just a second.
Tell me. No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hid them somewhere in your hut on the docks.
Not even. And don't go looking there.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot.
And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Why, we don't have a clear conscience.
Quiet. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Gentlemen, you have a problem.
What? Who do you take yourself for, stranger?
Your boss is very unhappy with your work.
Oh yeah? You're bluffing.
She said those knuckleheads are incapable of staying at their post.
Darn it.
You think he's telling the truth?
We'll find out. Prove that you really know Cat.
Ah!
It's risky to question my word. I wouldn't like you to get cut with a certain Italian knife.
Okay. You've convinced us.
And it's she who sent you? What do you want from us?
I have to take a look inside the Hawkins warehouse. Leave me alone, and I'll put in a good word for you with Cap.
Okay, it's a deal.
Thank you, gentlemen. Morons. Of course, now I'm probably going to have to deal with her at some point, but that was probably going to have to happen anyway.
Let's see.
What do I got?
Perfect. Oh, this place stinks.
I am so
What
glad
is the
I don't have to
connection
spawn
between
it.
this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Reconstruction. Enter a reconstruction scene. Hold. Was that L1 or 2? L2, R2. The fuck? How's he doing this? What happens if I let one of them go? Nothing, but I'm not going to chance it.
What happened here? Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks.
That's saying something. This shit's still dripping. That can't be a good sign. And what the, or who the ever-loving frig is this?
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it. Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
anything? I think that's everything. God, that's freaking me out.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move!
Okay.
Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
That's not going to end well.
Wound up? You mean messed up?
Dog. We don't take no lessons from the likes of you. We do our job carefully and fairly.
Yeah,
no stone was left unturned.
Really? Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Okay.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's
Damn.
the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
That place looks like it could fall off the cliff at any minute. Pardon? Enigma, what was that? No, I heard what you said about not getting a word in edgewise. I don't get what you mean. Look, after hearing about her going Joker on someone's ass, I don't want to just yet. Not till I get more info out of her. And in retrospect, not poking up a conversation and getting her to see my face for too long was probably a good thing. Actually, I think it was this poor cop.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion.
Almost looks like the Adams house.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
He's clearly not doing any gardening.
You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
No, I still want to pry.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Touched is usually a good trigger word for absolutely batshit nuts in Lovecraftian stuff. This guy should be all kinds of fun.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around it, would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
No, that should work for now.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Probably better off doing this on my own.
You stay here and keep an eye on things.
Okay. But don't get the impression that I'll leave you alone inside the mansion.
Actually, no, with the coloration and everything, it almost looks like the movie for Disney's Haunted Mansion. The game for that was pretty okay. For its time, anyway. Though the final boss was some bullshit. Pretty much invalidated all the power-ups and everything else you struggled to get through the game. Hello. What is that? Small wooden whale. J.R. Reed. What's up, Mr. Reed? Stranded whale carved from wood. Sort of toy, so must have belonged to the sun. I guess there's nothing important over there. Or if there is, my stats aren't letting me see it. What have we got over here? Oh, an angel statue.
Cheapers. Poe's prophetic raven.
Anyway, that jump scare site, has this one been defaced? Hilltop House. Does it say build or... Oh, built in 1693 by...
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined, but the architecture seems too recent.
Watching? Oh, watching. At first I thought that said waiting. I was like, hold up, what? Okay, sudden music tone shifts are never good for a game like this.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
I check all 3 of these tombstones, I'll probably get a jump scare where he comes off from my side or some shit.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins. Poor kid. Poor kid.
Oh, lost that bet. Let's see here. Alright, so there's a good chance the caretaker was sweet on the wife and had problems with the husband, despite the guy practically being a son to him in the officer's eyes. Definitely missing some dots. Game saved. Spell me all the spellings of things. You're welcome. What was that?
This entrance is still in use.
Yep.
Whoa! Whoa!
Well, I was close.
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick.
He didn't
Easy,
do it
sir.
at the
All right?
tombstones, but I was
Put down the
spooked, but I had the
axe. You know
method
what we
and
do
everything
with a
right.
like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Oh shit. I'm timed.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's
oh, hello,
why
that
you
contradicts what I heard
barricaded
earlier.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here,
I'd rather just take the axe
key
from
and
him.
do what you have to do.
Save my own ass,
Go
have a
on,
weapon
then.
for later.
Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
I know, right? Especially a detective in the Lovecraftian base thing. Like, there should be a revolver or a shotgun, just some man or a firearm, just off of theming. I mean, I'm personally not the biggest fan. I prefer blades myself, but still, something. Let's see if I can find anything over here before I go in there. Wonder if he knows Sam and Dean. Who's Sam and Dean? I feel like I should know
This
that.
gate is locked.
Yeah, apparently the guy typing in the YouTube chat, J.R. Reed, says he wonders if he knows Sam and Dean. Oh, you think that's silver? Okay. He must be staying in this shack. I was wondering where the hell he was staying if he was keeping the doors locked without going in. I mean, look at this place. I doubt anyone even outside of their right mind would be sleeping out in this. That's the lighthouse. Doesn't look like there's anything out here I can, nose around with. Oh, spoke too
Bourbon.
soon.
Empty, of course.
Nope, never mind. Still useless. Why did they allow that? There must be some kind of reason, or maybe it's just there to spark paranoia. It is supposed to be a horror game after all.
I know a thing or two about solitude myself. Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes. The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world.
Guess I'm not getting in there. Alright, I've had my spot of fun down here. I guess into the mansion we go.
Pierce, shall we enter?
I didn't tell you to come back.
Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Huh, I thought Nokia from the Digimon Let's Play was meta. This guy just called me out on all my bullshit.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm coming with you. There's no way I'll leave you alone in there without a watchful eye.
Well. Now. In the coming weeks while I play this game, I should bring snacks to enjoy during these loads. You're right, I do have books over here. No. If I start, I'm not going to stop. Waste the whole stream. I'll be nose deep in the books. What the hell? It's like on 99%. There we go.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
Ooh, 2 points.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
The fuck is that? I'm trying to figure out what that was supposed to be, but... Oh, no. No, there's already something wrong with whatever they're trying to eat here. And there's a note on it.
What kind of meat is this?
Thank you!
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
That's what this feels like, that investigation mode from the Arkham games. That was kind of fun.
Probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Okay, that's nice, but again, what the fuck is that on the main platter? Is that all there is to investigating here? That's odd. Am I missing? Oh no, here we go.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
You'd think, as an officer of the law, he'd appreciate the process of an investigation. Hello, what's this about?
Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family.
Is that the police officer's car in that picture? Huh. What killed the rat? Whoa. What was that? Huh. Weird. The cobwebs do a shine if you're at the right angle. I thought it was like light and electricity for a second there. Hello. What's going on in this little crack? Is that a person on that seat? No, it's just a long seat. Papers, and he doesn't.
Charles and Sarah's wedding was painted by Sarah herself. Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
It's common knowledge that he wasted away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for?
Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way.
Wow. This main character is lazy as hell. It is nothing to walk over this bookshelf. Jeez. Yeah, this is definitely...
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Hello. Missing item.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? They had a fight. Why? The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Did it stop at the time of the fire?
What time was that? Looks to be about 10 o'clock. Hello, what have we got down here?
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
that all? Guess so. Hold up.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Well, there's $1 million question. Can't use my lighter to illuminate stuff here. Don't that just suck? Hey, tell me if you got any spare. I might come over after this. Anything in the fireplace itself? Does not look like it. Hello.
Did someone escape the fire? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
What's that?
And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I still want to say that. What are the other ones? I need his cooperation. I gotta bite my tongue.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
Definitely doesn't seem like ours.
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Even with the idea of a fight, though, it still doesn't explain the picture thing. That's gonna probably bother me until next week.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
So, fun fact, I don't give two flying frigs about your police chief. Or you, minus your current cooperations.
This door is locked.
History of medicine in the 15th, 16th, 18th century. Collection of medical knowledge and health. Oh, just medicine progression. Okay, so they're like those books from Skyrim that give you stat ups. That's actually nice to know that they have that kind of thing in this game. Yeah, so I definitely want to thoroughly look at anything that looks remotely close to a book. Hell, even scraps of paper might hold that kind of information. Who knows? And
these bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
Success takes place before modern medical sciences can do things like DNA analysis. Up the stairs, maybe? I actually have no idea what that officer went to. Which is fine long term. I get to...
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty. The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
Investigate to my heart's content, but still.
This door is blocked from the outside.
This kind of looks like a foyer. That might have been that first locked door. Or barge door. Oh. No, because the main character, Mr. Pierce, is lazy, I probably won't be going up these stairs right now. Learn to climb, you prick.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
My absolute favorite book. Gimme. Actually, fuck it. I'll just grab it out of the box and read it again sometime over the course of the week or something. Probably read that thing like 30 times at least. At least 10 through 3rd grade alone. Or was it 4th? It was 4th. Had Mr. Carney.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
Fitting book for the scenery.
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
That one's a good book too. Though if one wanted to read something about a seagoing adventure, I would recommend 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea. But that's just me. Man, don't do that. Don't play those games right now.
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
What is...
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
Under the cobwebs. No, there's something important there. And this asshole...
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
Come on, man. Okay, what does it take to improve that spot hidden right now? 5? What am I sitting on? Oh, I have 5. It takes 6. Yeah, I know, right? It was just that one room that burned. You want to know what's even worse, though? Watch this. Tell me when you see that fireplace. Okay, cool. I'm walking up. Hello. Oh. I turn on the light. There's clearly something in those webs, and it looks...
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
Some kind of carvings or something. Like any dive into a Lovecraftian book will let you know that there's something pretty big for exposition and occult on that tablet, but it won't let me interact with it. My spot hidden must just be low enough, but it makes no sense because I can see the bloody thing. Does this picture tell me something I should know about the room? Ah, that was just...
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Human body, a comparative analysis. And more medicine progression. That's what's up.
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
That's why Scylla sounds familiar. Greek mythology.
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
Oh, that is going to be hella useful.
A crowbar could prove useful. 20,000 leagues under the sea.
Ah, now that's nautical reading.
Mysteries of the deep.
A detective with a medical realistically, probably not, but hey, whatever makes the story move.
One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable. One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable.
Well, that's actually part of why I intended my character for our Waterdeep campaign to get medicine as one of his last expertise.
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
Seceded from the colonies? What the I'm probably jumping way too far ahead. I might want to talk to the cop. Hold up. Is that the same guy from the first painting? What's this about?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects. Did you hear that?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Okay,
Well,
you're not going to be useful, so I still need to investigate something.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
As you know, I've always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she again terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems able to make her come to her senses. If these circumstances were to recur, believe me that... Well, I definitely want to speak to this Wellard fellow. No, God forbid you let me go further down. There is something here, but what? Office key. Oh yeah, that's gonna be useful.
The boys' room.
Said it just as I was thinking it. Alright, what can we piece together from this? For Wizard of Oz. Damn, how old is that story?
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Surprisingly, I've actually not read that one.
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Perhaps the same visions as his mother, or something else. Oh, circles and shit? No, I'll come back to you in a minute.
This door is locked.
Now, that's gonna be a big one. Let's nose around in here first.
What will her room reveal about her? Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated, resorting to such a treatment.
Barbiturates? I've actually never heard of that. What the hell is that?
Perfect.
It's a type of what? So there are two ways into this room. Yeah, let's see what this crap's about.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
I don't know. That second line, "Forever it will bind us," is kind of ominous. That could mean damn near anything.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Okay, let's see here. Keeping in mind the 1920s, $230, $170, $200. Jesus Christ, this lady was making bread. Huh, that's a typo. On page 2 it says MAT through August, not MAR for March. I mean, just like with the typo I noticed on Digimon, I can see how it was made, but come on, it's 2018, and it's within the first... I'm not even 3 hours into this game. This is something that should not have been overlooked. Hold up. Returned. 500. Painting for AD. Exhibition.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
Sarah, ever since you left to bury yourself away on that lost island, your art has been tracking these numbers collectively. Some pains. The last one is so somber. Okay, what can I get off of this circle?
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
Bradley? Is that you?
Now that door's open. Great.
Is anyone there?
By the way, random question. Did I leave my glasses at your place? I've not been able to locate them lately. Whoa! Someone explain this shit. Ah, damn it.
You! Stop!
And this is the fastest I can run. Ain't that some shit?
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
What's that symbol on the lower right?
This door is blocked from the outside.
I'll cover you.
Oh, come on.
This door was closed earlier.
Where did he go?
Seems like this came from a log.
Oh, that's some reading. Okay, let's start from the top. Sorry everyone, I read slow as all sin.
Do you really think that your fugitive came in here? I don't see any way out.
This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism. Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
So much for going off of the pyramids picture I saw earlier. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. This bookcase
As if the
open.
bookcase has been moved several times. This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism.
Yeah,
With this, I should be able to force the gears.
Well done, Pierce.
It looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
Freehand map drawn by who? The kid? Well, let's see if we can make heads or tails of it. Not really.
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. Charles Hawkins was keeping her father's letters from her.
What, I can't read them?
They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips. It looks like an old seaway map.
Is that the Bermuda Triangle? No. No, it's something else, but definitely something I can use with that globe. Oh, it's a route map. Okay. So that was done by the Scylla. The Orpheus went around there. What's that point there, though?
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log. Looks like the navigational paths. Described in the log.
Oil refilled. Oh, shoot. I got a time limit on that lamp. Let's go. Chapter 4 already, and I'm not even 2.5 hours in this game. I'm starting to be a little worried about my expenditure. Should have grabbed some water while I was out. Oh well. Maybe a second opinion will help me think straight. What are your thoughts since entering the house?
Secret passage, under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah, and he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
Might not just be one family. This town was apparently originally settled by two. And even more interesting, they seceded from the colonies. Why would colonial America people secede from the like not even states? They weren't even states yet. They said they seceded from the colonies. What the hell is going on here?
3 seats.
The whole family must have been involved with some shit. Whoa, hold up. What's with that Cthulhu looking face holding a child and shit like, oh.
A disfigured saint. What does it mean?
I'm not gonna lie, I would like a room lamp like this. That looks kind of cool. But really worried about the 3 seats in that, showing that clearly even the child was involved with some shit. And what's this thing on the book? Doesn't look like I'm going to get too much information without going into, Oh, I see what that icon's for now. That's for the lamp's fuel. Ooh, I need to understand how to read that and soon.
Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others? What is this mask supposed to represent? This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Was Sarah Hawkins here?
That explains too, but I still haven't confirmed with the sun. So for now, it's just a suspicion. Okay, I see the little tip, so it actually starts going down like that. Okay, now that I know how to read my time limit with the lantern, let's keep going. And whoa, what? Yo, do we got another way to traverse this? 'Cause I'm not... Okay. What are you talking about? I have it right here. Yeah, I'm just, now that I understand that it burns through oil, and therefore has a time limit, I'm just not screwing around with it. Okay.
Pierce, where you going? I can't keep up with you in this darkness.
Fine.
Are you scared? I want to see how far these steps go.
Who's talking about being scared? I'll wait for you by the door.
Can't progress. And wow, that lantern oil burns fast.
Of course.
There's tunnels all over this island. Given the size of this cave, there's gotta be other entrances.
The passage continues further down. Might as well start with that.
I ain't gonna squeeze in there. I'll find another way. If possible, I prefer not to ruin my uniform.
Fine, fine. Go look for another entrance. I'll try my luck down below.
I got some extra oil back in that office. That was what tipped me off to it needing refueling. Okay, now that I've had that conversation, did something change? No, it does not look like I can progress this way at all. Hello. Spoke too soon.
Some kind of dream catcher. If I touch it, it'll turn to dust. Some kind of dream catcher. If I touch it, it'll turn to dust.
Ah, shit, that ain't cool.
These paintings must be several centuries old.
Hold up. That looks exactly like one of her paintings.
These paintings must be several centuries old. This monstrous creature must be an allegory. These people lying down, are they dead? Are they asleep?
I know, right? For those who are curious, the name we just said, man, this kind of shit you turn your back on. And I was just thinking the same shit back on that picture. The hell with getting to this. It's like, nope, you know what? I'll just lose my license. I got some skills. I will find other work. Fuck this shit. I'm out. That must be the other side of the... Yep. But I can't go through it still. And I can't climb up there, or at least... Either the game's just... I mean, either the designers didn't want to put in the kind of effort, or this character sure as hell doesn't. I mean, he didn't even want to climb over a very stable... stably held bookcase, for Christ's sake.
Time has weakened these structures.
What's with the glowing bottles?
I don't have time to search them all.
Stop being lazy. And there's those things again. Cutscene.
What's going on here?
Piers!
Keep your voice down. We're not alone.
Good God. What have you got me into?
We'll see. I'll go on. Try to go down on your side.
Yeah, there's a passage. I'll meet you at the bottom.
I don't know why the Brazier's still lit. The only question I'm worried about right now is how to get the fuck out of Dodge. I'm just hoping that if push comes to shove, the good officer can protect and serve through self-sacrifice. Because God knows I'd sacrifice in a heartbeat. Ah, shit, there's someone alive down there. I think that's one of the sailors from earlier. No, it actually looks like one of their own. Wearing the same type of robe, but what's with that glowing on the center of the chest? Or, is that the... It's hard to tell, but I wonder if that's the same design as the original painting at the start of the game. Oh boy. Game saved. And there's the photo of me again.
A table for sacrifice?
Motherfuck, I seem to have reached it.
An engraved whalebone. A strange creature has been carved into it. Probably a figure of worship.
Man. And go where? Up, here we go. Oh, he did. Give it a sec.
Oh, God.
I'm not... No.
I got it.
No.
I can't breathe. What?
Panic attack. Some situations and encounters will make you panic. What did it say? Flee the place as fast as you can. Yo. This is the same goddamn...
No, damn it! I must find a way out of here.
Is it my turn?
Yes. It is time. You will soon be one of us. If your body and mind are ready.
I dream of it every night. I have constant visions. I am ready.
Good enough. Prove it to us.
It's like in my dream.
Should've retired, man. I got 10 points I can play with. I could almost max out investigation. I don't know, they've just been handed to me constantly as I've been finding stuff. I was hoping to save them up, but it's like, at this rate, I'll be able to like max out 2 stats or something. That or this is an incredibly short game.
It seems to have been used recently. Probably some sort of ritual.
Man, if this really is that short of a game, though, I'm gonna be super pissed. I paid a good amount of money here.
Pre-classical Latin? Let's see what it says. What is this awakening they talk about? And this sacred flesh?
Yeah. Ah, damn, I found a cutscene.
You who slaves, accept this dream.
Ya Cthulhu Nithsiha Fitag.
Grant him your flesh and accept his, so that his body and yours may be one.
Yibithink Padk Cthulhu Bithinkor.
Grant him your mind and accept his, so that his mind and yours may be one.
Yeloig Padk Cthulhu Loigna.
Grant him your dreams and accept his, so that the paths of your souls finally intertwine.
Yor El Cthulhu Kashag.
Let his soul guide you to us, just as your dreams guided it to you.
Yor El Cthulhu Bogshug.
Let your dreamers illuminate, so that the day finally comes.
La Cthulhu Nafal Fatag.
Like, part of me wonders what happens if you just rush on forward and interrupt the damn ritual, but the other part of me is screaming to that part, are you out of your goddamn mind? Okay, and we're going. We are getting the fuck out of shit. Starting to become agitatingly apparent that there is very little choice here. Unless...
I feel him.
Shh. You are gifted indeed. Not another word. Let him pass through every part of you. We pray for your return into the kingdom of the earth. Bring me more sacred flesh.
Oh yeah, that kind of confirms that.
We are ready for the ceremony. What about your protege?
His awakening is complete. He will join you shortly.
Goodbye.
Bradley, what are you doing here? I saw two odd-looking guys coming down. Seemed up to no good. What in the world is this?
An intruder!
Oh, shit! Don't move! Police! Don't move!
hesitate
Bradley, get
to
back!
shoot.
Get back!
You asked for it!
Stop wasting bullets on that one. Hello.
You shouldn't have seen this.
Oh, 2 points. Oh! I am fucked.
They're caving in. I need to get out of here.
That just came over.
My leg!
So much for running. I hear another ringing. I ask again, is that the game or is that me? Yeah, it's the game. That's a relief. Sucks for that guy. But okay, so the lady's husband seems to have been the cult leader. Fan-friggin-tastic. She was probably killed because she found out about it. Her dress was, or at least a piece of her dress was found
at last
in the tunnels. Oh, come on. Can I please get up Riverside Institute? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Are these assholes admitting me? Rushed to the Riverside Institute. He's in a critical. Okay, rushed by who? Who would have found me in there? And to make things worse, I got about 10 minutes till I hit the 3-hour mark, and I'm pretty much cutting it for the week. So yeah, we'll see how Chapter 5 starts, and then I guess we'll come back next week. If you've enjoyed this or just want to talk trash, please comment below. And of course, please subscribe to the Game Lounge's YouTube channel and check out our Facebook. We'd love to see what kind of game, or rather, we'd love to hear of what kind of games you'd like to see us play next. In the meantime, this is Dreaxzyl, about to see what kind of madness starts with Chapter 5. Because I don't think I can... Yeah, nope, doesn't look like it. I actually have to go into the chapter before we can leave here proper. Yep, definitely looks like an insane asylum. Dr. Fuller? Oh, fan-friggin-tastic. Ah, now what did you put in me?
He's having a seizure.
He will survive. Strong subject.
What the f...
There, he's opening his eyes.
He saved him, Fuller.
I can't get up.
Don't move, Pierce. You can certainly say that you gave us a scare.
What did you do to me? Undo these straps!
Whoa! Go easy, my friend.
You
were dead. He killed you.
Are you sure he's better?
He was dead. Me too. We were dead. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, my friend.
What? No!
Oh, god damn it. Ow, my ankle. Game saved. Okay, hold up.
What happened to me? Where am I?
Good questions, and we can answer those next time. As I was beginning to say before, this is Dreaxzyl signing out. I'll see you guys next week with more madness from Call of Cthulhu. Where is this? Workout settings.